Alright, so I'm gonna start with a little small quick introduction about my dogs, and I'm sorry for all the background noise that's gonna be there because they're gonna be breathing very hard, they're gonna be eating, and they're gonna be crying because only one of them is able to take out. So this one right here is Roma. He is 6 years old. He is the guard dog of our family, and if he senses that anybody's gonna come close to the house, he's gonna start barking, and if you do try to get into our house, he's gonna attack and jump on you. He's literally a guard dog. They're Russian military dogs, and we have two of them in our house. This one is a show dog. Her name is Neji. She's 9 years old. She's our oldest. She can be annoying. She's very hardcore. For an old dog, she has way too much energy. But she is our little puppy. She is a show dog, and right here, what's called are most of her ribbons and medals and awards. And what's called the last one is my puppy. Her name is Kira. She's 6 years old. So we got them together. And what's it called? She is the one that I love the most. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Alright, but she's the one that I love the most, and she's the one that helped me basically grow up and be who I am. So I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. Alright, so basically Kira was the first ever pet that I remember actually having, and she was my responsibility. From the day we got her in 2012, I loved her to death, and she was my favorite out of all three of them. And yes, I can pick a favorite because there are three members of our family, and we each have a favorite one, and she's mine. Roma's my mom's, and Neji's my dad's. So yes, favorites is okay. Don't worry about it. Alright, so basically, from the time she was a baby, I would take care of her. I even remember getting a box for her when she was little, just so she could sleep in my room, and she wouldn't like go down the stairs or fall, because as a puppy it takes time for them to maybe walk downstairs. So I even got a box, I put like a little spreadsheet in there, and she would sleep with me every night. And now basically, with college and all that stuff, I can't really spend a lot of time with her, but I try to do as much as I can, and I'll miss her a lot when I leave. But she is the one that basically helped me both grow up. She helped me also get prepared for my sister. From the time she was a puppy, I was mostly taking care of her, putting sheets where she would use the bathroom, train her to sit, train her to lay down, train her to pee only outside and not in the house, and of course not on my bed, because you did that like 30 times. Yes, you did. And she basically was my everything until, well, my little sister was born, and I'm not gonna lie, this may sound weird, but I used everything that I trained with her basically on my sister. Try to calm the dog down, pick them up in your hands. They start crying, feed them. Basically the same thing. Except I think she listens to me more now than my sister ever does, because every time I try to have a conversation with my sister, she ignores me while she listens. So she's a very good listener. Get up. Oh, she's laying down. Alright. So, oh, okay, now you're gonna get up. Alright. But also the thing about her was she also had puppies. We had 13 puppies, and that just put a little bit of more responsibility on my head, because having 13 little ones running around her was amazing. It was an amazing experience, but it was also horrible because they were little, and when you have a big dog, you can't let her have all 13 puppies around her at the same time, because when she's feeding them, she can't move. But the puppies will move around her, and that means one might not get enough nutrition, and it could lead to sickness, or it can basically die. So it happened a couple years ago, and during winter break, in like December, she had puppies, and I spent all of winter break in the basement right here where we keep the dogs. We put a bed in here, and I would change them every 4 hours. So let's say it was 12, and at 4 I would change them, then at 8, then at 12, and then it would go all in a circle. So we would split them up in 2 groups, and first ones get fed and then the second ones get fed. That way everybody was getting like enough nutrition and milk. And doing that was probably, I would still have to say, the hardest thing I ever did to my life, because when you're holding something so little in your hand, you are going to be the most careful person out there in the world, and you're going to love them more than anything. So with her and the puppies, it was basically my responsibility. Well, my parents helped, of course, but like, since she was basically my dog, I felt obliged that I needed to take care of them. So they grew up, and after that we gave them all away to nice families. We did background checks on them, and I miss them the most, and a lot of them still come visit us, even though the father that's in that room right there locked up, because if he was out here he would be jumping on me. He sometimes doesn't recognize that they're his own puppies, and he will start to get a little bit aggressive, but then like in 5 minutes he'll understand that it's his pup and he'll calm down. So Kira basically helped me grow up. She was my first ever responsibility, and I love her to death, and I will really miss her when I go away for college in January. But I will come visit her, or I'll take her with me. We haven't decided on which one, right? I love you. Mwah. And the best thing about her is that growing up, I would always carry her around. So now she thinks that she's a lap dog, and sometimes she would just jump up on me and try to get on my knees so that I can hold her. But like right now she's not gonna do it because I'm not gonna let her, because she weighs, I want to say like 200 pounds, and she is very heavy. She's the biggest one out of the three, and just like me, I'm the biggest one in my family, so it feels like a perfect match. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. This was my favorite dog, Kira, that I love the most. Mwah. And she changed my world. Thank you.